On this episode of the world's strictest parents.
Excuse me? Is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Meet the Knights.
Phone check.
A Tennessee family that enforces the law.
What did you not understand when we said bring us your cell phone?
Both at work.
His probation officer. Who am I speaking with?
And at home.
Because that was the rule.
I'm leaving.
For the next week, they'll take in 2 rowdy teens.
This is the result of one of Jackie's temper tantrums.
But will a week on lockdown force these teens to straighten up?
No.
Excuse me?
No.
No, ma'am?
No. I'm Spencer. I'm 17. I live in Kansas City, Missouri.
This room's a mess and you're not doing anything.
Don't worry about it. It's my room. I really don't like it when anyone tries to tell me what to do.
Go mow the lawn, like I asked you to do yesterday.
I'll be all right.
And the day before.
No.
Living with Spencer is a nightmare most of the time.
One time me and Mom were fighting, and I lost my cool and just got pretty angry and just closed the case of this and just picked it up and threw it.
I'm afraid in my own home of my own child.
If I'm at home with my mom and I haven't had a cigarette in a few hours, I'm gonna get pretty angry pretty fast. What do you mean I've done nothing?
What have you done to help me with dinner?
Why does it matter? Why do I need to help you with dinner? A lot of my anger problems, like, it's all kind of built up on top of my anger because of my dad.
Spencer hasn't seen his father since he was 10.
I really don't ever see that I would need a father influence in my life. When I'm drunk or high, I don't have any problems and I'm not gonna make it so there is any problems. With weed, I'll smoke like every day.
I don't think he realizes that no one else on this entire planet's gonna put up with what I put up with here.
I am not your personal servant.
I'm leaving.
If he continues on the path that he's on now, I fear that he's going to end up in jail or dead. And that is terrifying.
I will do it.
When?
I will do it. Stop repeating yourself.
My name's Jackie, I'm 15, and I live in Lansdale, Pennsylvania.
Well, come on.
I will. Why do I have to do it at this exact second?
Jackie and her dad do not get along very well.
Stop. Just please. Like,
Come on.
stop. Just please.
Frustrates me a lot when Jackie sits there and texts and talks on the phone when I'm trying to have a conversation with her. Let me text him.
Stop.
Let me text him. Let me text him. And I do wish our relationship was a lot stronger together.
Seriously, give me my phone right now, please. I
Watch your
seriously.
mouth.
No, well, then give me my phone. Then don't take my stuff. It's not dirty. I know it's clean.
Just put it away and have the dirty clothes, and then when it gets low,
Because I don't have a hamper. Go get me a hamper.
Jackie doesn't clean up after herself at all. Her room is just atrocious. Like, why do you need to show so much cleavage?
I don't know. It's how to go talk to the company. Give me the shirt.
Well, maybe buy one that fits a little bit better.
And give me money, and I will.
I don't have the money, like, I just take things for the hell of taking things.
I stole it from Mom.
I actually got caught one time, like, shoplifting in a store. That sucked.
I don't think she understands that what she does now will be on her permanent record. This is the result of one of Jackie's temper tantrums, and there's just no telling what she's gonna do. At this point, it needs to change. It can't just keep going on like this.
I hope this is the best for her. I hope that when she comes back that I can definitely see a difference.
The parents aren't gonna be able to change me.
I'm feeling hopeful that he'll come back with a new attitude on life and a new desire to do good.
If the family tries to give me the work the whole time, I'm just gonna go take a nap.
Hi, I'm Scott Knight. I'm married to Penny Knight. We have a daughter, Mackenzie, who is 19, a son, Aaron, who is 16, another son, Nathan, who is 14, and our youngest daughter, Selah, who is 12.
I'm not approving that tomorrow for you to go over there and goof off and not hardly do anything. I am a juvenile court probation officer. His probation officer. Who am I speaking with? It's the same thing there at work as it is at home. Try to make the consequences fit the crime.
Phone check.
Selah, what about did you not understand when we said bring us your cell phone?
Can't find it.
You'll be expected to pay for it.
A typical day at the Knight household starts about 6 a.m. before school. Rooms are supposed to be picked up, nothing in the floor, everything in its place.
There's a new program, and it goes straight to your attendance and grades. The noose is getting just a little bit tighter. We're gonna know now.
I would warn the kids to be respectful, to say yes ma'am and no ma'am.
Excuse me? Oh, I can't hear you.
Yes ma'am.
My parents are strict.
There'll be some consequences because that was the rule.
My mom is the toughest person I've ever met in my life.
Excuse me, I'm still talking. We've dealt with a very broad spectrum of delinquent behaviors from foster kids who've lived with us. I think Scott and I are ready for anything that comes through the door.
When I first saw Spencer, he was smoking, so I guess he looked bad.
Hi.
Hi.
When I first saw Jackie, my first impression was that, you know, she might kind of be a bitch. What are you gonna do if this family's like really strict and they try and boss you around and tell you what to do?
I'm not gonna do it. Did you bring anything with you?
I gotta bring my cigarettes and I gotta hide those. Because if they take those from me, I'm gonna flip. I'm not gonna deal with any of these people's crap.
All right, here we go.
Oh, God. They look like dweebs, like, seriously. Oh, my God, I'm gonna cry.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Hello. Guys.
I'm Jackie.
Ladies. I'm Scott. Nice to meet you.
Spencer.
Spencer. Nice to meet you, Spencer.
We have Mackenzie, who's not here, and Nathan's not here. They're out of town. So y'all just kind of fit in. You're taking their place.
I felt right off the bat that they weren't really excited to be here. You know, we have some ground rules of the house, and we wanted to share those with you up front. First rule is tell the truth. We also ask that clothing should appropriately cover yourselves. I don't want to see anything hanging out that shouldn't be hanging out. No smoking.
When Scott said no smoking whatsoever, I just kind of laughed because I thought I'd hide them and be able to get away with it.
I was just really concerned with the way Spencer had responded. We've taught our kids from a young age to just obey, and obey means to immediately respond to the command that you're given. There'll be consequences if he has to ask the second time.
What are these consequences?
Maybe an unpleasant thing to do. Hopefully we can get started on the right foot. If there's any contraband that you need to give up, I'll give you a chance to do that. You sure?
Yeah.
Why don't you just go ahead and check your bags and make sure.
Okay, I'll go do that.
You need to bring.
Rules are bull. I found a good place to hide the chew and the cigarettes, and I was happy about the places that I found to hide them.
I don't think there'll be too much of a problem. I brought my shorts out to give to them because, I mean, I thought they were a decent length.
All right, I'll be honest. I bring a cigarette for the plane, and this is my only cigarette.
So you do smoke?
Yeah, I do smoke.
When Spencer brought back one cigarette, I figured there was more.
You don't have anything, Jackie?
I didn't bring anything.
Well, Spencer, appreciate you handing over the cigarette.
I was pretty happy about it because I had gotten away with having the rest of my cigarettes.
I'll tell you a little bit about what we do. I'm a juvenile probation officer.
I definitely got a little bit nervous when Penny said that she was a probation officer.
Honestly, I didn't give a I just really didn't care.
And we've been foster parents for about 7 years. And one of the things when somebody moves in with us is we do a bag search.
Penny and I have been through this drill before, and usually they're hiding something.
So if y'all don't care, we'll go ahead and do your bag search.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Really didn't care because I knew I had a good spot to hide my chew and my cigarettes.
Ooh.
Golly, where's the rest of those at?
Don't think those will be staying.
In Jackie's luggage, we found some shorts that were really way too short. Spencer's room.
My searches are maybe a little bit more thorough than the average parent. I just don't believe you bring one cigarette.
Seriously, what could they possibly be doing?
Ooh. Bing, bing, bing. You have a winter chicken dinner. That's a weak hiding place.
I don't think they found anything, though.
Something's out of place. I just put these blankets in here today.
I was disappointed that the first rule is telling the truth, and he said he didn't have anything.
When I saw Scott come outside, I saw he had a bunch of stuff in his hands, and I saw the cigarettes, and I was pretty pissed off because I knew I'd been caught.
Coming up.
I guess we have a standoff.
Can the Knights break Spencer?
I'm already angry. I'm gonna be angry for the rest of the week.
Well, I was hoping we would get off to a better start, but I'm disappointed that we're not.
I got my cigarettes taken away from me. I got my chew taken away from me already. And I don't really know what I'm going to do to get through these next 4 days.
These are not pants, or what are these?
No, those are my shorts.
Okay.
We would deem that as a little bit too short.
Yeah.
It's not like they were like Gucci colors or anything.
Well, since we do have a breach of trust, we're going to ask to search your person.
Like my person? Like me?
Mm-hmm. Like pockets, shoes, socks.
I'm definitely not going to take off my shoes.
So I guess we have a standoff.
I guess so. I don't have anything on me, and I'm not going to take off my socks.
Why would I think that you're telling me the truth?
I don't really care if you think I'm telling the truth or not. You guys already have everything. I'm gonna be angry for the rest of the week, and I'm not gonna let you guys just, I'm not going to.
I did have some thoughts after Spencer's defiance of, this is gonna be a long week. We gotta let it be known who's in charge.
And disobedience would be consequences.
It's fine.
First thing he loses is a door off of his bedroom.
Okay.
If I was just sitting there just really pissed off and just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the next 4 days without any cigarettes.
Having foster kids and doing our line of work, I'm used to just asking kids questions and trying to gather information. Jackie, have you ever been grounded or received consequences?
I've been grounded before.
What do you get grounded from?
Shoplifting.
Spencer, could you pass a drug test?
No.
That's honest. What would you fail a drug test for?
Weed.
Spencer, would you like to go to college?
I'm not really headed down that road. I'm just kind of looking to get through high school right now. Then I'm going to the military.
How do you think that marijuana is going to affect your plans to get in the military?
I'll quit smoking before I go in the military.
We decided that one of the consequences that Spencer was going to have was the loss of his door.
When I woke up to that hammer, it was pretty annoying, and it kind of gave me a headache right off the start of the day.
Taking the door off did say that, hey, if I tell you that you're going to have a consequence, you're going to have it.
It was chore day at the house. The kids have their assigned chores for the day. Well, the sooner we get done with our chores, the sooner we get to play.
I really hate chores. I can't stand doing them.
All that stuff you're going to put on that tarp.
We have lots to do, and my parents expect that it is done when it's supposed to be done.
Spence, what would you be doing if you were at home right now?
Sleeping.
Her pants were too low in the back, so whenever she would bend over, she was exposing her underwear, and, you know, that's just not appropriate when you've got young men around. You keep showing me your underwear, so you either need to change your pants or change your shirt. I want to see underwear, okay?
Yep. I don't think it matters. I think it's stupid and I think it's old-fashioned.
So she came back out with a t-shirt that more than kept her backside covered, and we didn't have to worry about the rest of the day. Spencer, you just want to take those down there. They can just be thrown on the fire pit down there.
So,
Was that a yes?
Whatever.
You know, Spencer doesn't care about anybody or anything, and he's just defiant, absolute disrespect for all authority. I tell you what, the kids here say, ma'am and sir, just for more respectful.
When Penny tried to tell me that I had to call her ma'am, I was just thinking, she seems like a controlling bitch to me. You guys took away my cigarettes, I'm already stressed out, and you're sitting here trying to get me to call you ma'am and sir. I'm not gonna compromise on that. I'm not gonna say
It's a non-negotiable. It's not compromisable at this point.
And I think just asking me to call you ma'am and sir is just...
Spencer, you're not in charge.
Yeah.
And you don't make the rules.
Well, I'm not gonna follow those rules. I was not gonna call Penny ma'am. I wasn't having it. I was ready to do whatever the hell she had to throw at me.
If you don't like saying sir, buddy, Marines is the last place you need to be going.
I'll be right there.
Well, you're gonna be all right here too. So you want the consequences?
I don't care. I really don't.
I get that you don't care, but you'll have a consequence for refusing now, and you'll get another consequence for refusing again.
Coming up,
Put the trash in this one and start on that one.
the standoff continues.
Still refusing?
I'm not gonna call you ma'am.
Okay, this one's dirty again. Empty it into that one and wash that one out again.
And Jackie gets worse.
This is terrible.
Spencer was just adamant that he was not going to say ma'am or sir to either Scott or I. he needed to have a consequence.
Got the big trash can, needs to be empty, the small one, and that one needs to be washed out.
That was disgusting, and it just smelled horrible.
You still find this easier than just...
Yeah.
The requirement's still not going to go away.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
No. And I really don't like when people think that they have control over me or like they're a higher power and I should say things like that to them.
Still refusing?
Yeah.
Then put the trash in this one and start on that one.
This lady's a psycho bitch.
I was trying to think of what I could do to make Spencer want to make the decision to obey and to say ma'am and sir.
So you done?
With that?
Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am?
No. I'm not gonna call you ma'am.
Okay, this one's dirty again. Empty it into that one and wash that one out again.
No.
Excuse me?
No.
No, ma'am?
No.
We couldn't get to where we wanted to be with the punishment. It wasn't working.
So he cleans the trash can out. He says, yeah, and I said, yes, ma'am, and he said, I ain't gonna say it, I'm not gonna do it.
Sound like we have a respect for authority issue?
There's a young man in the community that just got through serving 2 tours in Iraq, and I called him, and he said, I'd love to come over and talk to him.
Hey, Spence.
Yeah?
Come on over. I want to introduce you to somebody.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Josh is in the Marines and might be somebody you might enjoy talking to there.
I actually thought it was kind of cool that someone had actually came out and wanted to talk to me, and I was kind of ready for the conversation.
They say that you have a problem with saying sir and ma'am. Before I went in the Marine Corps, I never said yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You think that she's winning. But really, it's just showing that you're at a higher level. You're at a higher standard. And that's what Marines are. They're held to a higher standard. You don't have to say to be smart, Alec, to her, just not to disrespect her. Because you are here staying in their house, and I'm sure they're taking care of you.
Yeah. Josh did have a good point about having respect towards others, and it kind of made me want to have a little bit more respect for everyone. Take care of yourself.
All right.
After Spencer talked to Josh, there was more chores, some more work he needed to do. I was hopeful that he had started some thoughts going on in his mind about, what it meant to be a Marine. Can you go ahead and just empty this grass right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You gained a lot of my respect, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
When we heard Spencer say yes, sir, I thought that was great.
Well, you guys ready to do a project?
What would this project be?
Today we're going to spend some time doing some community service. We're helping out a group. It's called Stepping Out, Inc. Stepping Out is an organization that Penny had worked with. When people get court ordered for community service, that's one of the assignments that they might get. We're going to go to a single mother's home. She has small children, and she is on the verge of getting evicted from her home just because of the condition that she's keeping her property in. And so we're going to go help her out today. All right, well, let's get at it.
I wasn't excited about going somewhere to clean again. I was done cleaning.
Thank y'all for coming. Hi, Jackie. I'm Melissa. Hi, Spencer. If you'll just head this way. Get a smile on your face, honey. It ain't gonna kill you. It's one day out of your life. One day.
I thought the woman was just crazy. She was just psycho. Jackie.
This is Mandy.
Hello,
this is the lady we're going to help today.
Nice to meet you, Mandy.
You too. Mandy has some different issues with her health and the children as well. These are our volunteers for the day.
We walked into the house and the mom was just really stressed out.
You don't know how much this means to me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, let's glove up and go.
Right away, Melissa really took control of the situation.
Jackie, what we have here is the bathroom. Be sure you wear your gloves and make sure you get in the nooks and crannies.
I was not excited at all to clean the bathrooms. Probably the worst job. Oh my God.
Okay, what we need you to do is get the toys up, get the bed made, and make it look neat, okay?
The room kind of looked exactly like my room, only there was toys everywhere.
This is terrible. The toilet was nasty. Oh my God.
Damn, what the?
That would be a petrified muffin.
That's a pretty nasty muffin.
Would you like a garbage bag?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I think Jackie and Spencer both were taken back by Melissa.
Honey, get off your hind end. That's not what we do.
Maybe even a little offended at her bluntness.
You're gonna have to hustle. Scrub it like you mean it. Does this little girl have a second gear?
She's not used to doing this kind of stuff at all, really. It's new. This is new.
Well, trial by fire.
I just think that if I wasn't doing a good enough job, she could have done it herself.
This looks amazing. This looks 10 million times better already.
I was impressed with the effort that Spencer took with the work. I think Spencer probably a little more so than Jackie.
Hey, hey, sunshine, look, I got magic.
All right.
Scrubbing brushes.
Thank you.
Muscles, muscles.
Looks a whole lot better.
Thank you, Spencer. You did a really good job.
Thank you very, very much.
We're impressed.
I've never done anything like I did at the community service. I've never really just helped a random stranger that I don't know.
Are you about done, or you want to stay and clean some more?
No, I was gonna clean some more.
A teenage boy wants to stay and clean? Wow.
It was just a really nice feeling, helping these people out and just kind of bringing a smile to their face just kind of made my day.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's just kind of weird knowing that this whole time, maybe if I just cleaned my room, it could bring a smile to my mom's face for once.
Coming up, a shock in store for the teens.
Spencer, what do you think your mom would do if she saw you like that?
Good question.
Jackie, good morning. We're leaving in about 20 minutes.
Spence, time to get up.
With Spencer's illegal drug use and Jackie's admission of a theft, I thought it would be a great idea for them to see what bad behavior could lead them to. I'd like to take you on a little trip this morning to see what your life could look like if you continue to make bad choices. We'd like to take you this morning to a juvenile detention facility.
I wasn't really nervous that I was headed to juvie. I didn't really care that much.
It really didn't scare me. I didn't let it get to me because I knew that's what she was trying to do.
I don't think that they knew what they were getting into. It's one thing for me to tell you what it's like. It's a totally different thing for you to actually see it and experience it.
We went into this little garage place, and the back door closed behind us. I didn't really know what to think of the whole situation.
Jackie and Spencer have done things to deserve to be there. I wanted them to realize all that they were fixing to lose.
B7, please. Have a seat and make yourself at home.
To actually put us in our own little holding cells.
Yeah, just have your seat and we'll get back to you.
It was like really empty, just gross and dirty and nothing really in there.
Here, young man. Spencer, put these on.
My uniform was orange sandals and an orange like jumpsuit thing. I kind of feel like a giant-ass pumpkin.
Yeah, you look like a jailbird now.
After we changed the outfits, they shackled us. I just felt like I didn't have any freedom.
This is Officer Scott. Just go in, she's gonna take your picture. Let's go there, Spencer.
It's really hard to walk in those shackles. It's just really uncomfortable, and I kept feeling like I was gonna fall over.
Spencer, what do you think your mom would do if she saw you like that?
Good question.
Could you open the four-way towards the court, please?
I was a probation officer. I hear parents and kids all the time. They don't think it's possible that poor decisions could lead them to be put in the cell behind a closed door. I've seen a lot of tough kids break down crying the first time they're in the cell.
Spencer, that's your bedroom, as we call them.
It was this dinky-ass little room. It wasn't really a very happy place.
This is where you'll be.
It was just basically like a big block of like hardness. That was your bed.
Most uncomfortable pillow I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty depressing in here. There's like nothing.
Martin's just bored off my ass. Can't imagine what it'd be like to do this all day.
Spencer and Jackie were miserable. It was just really, really intense for them.
I was really hoping that seeing an actual detention center made it real to them. that it could very possibly be in their future if they didn't make some serious changes.
Being in there for like 5 or 10 years from some of the things that I've been doing now is definitely not something that I want to do, not somewhere I want to go.
You better stay out of jail if you don't like your leg on.
Yeah, I know. There's been a few times where I've completely freaked out and I've been hitting walls, I've been throwing things around the house, and Mom's actually had 911 dialed in. The only thing that separated me from jail was the fact that she didn't press talk. I just want to be more careful about things because I don't want to end up in a place like that.
Hey, Spence, you care to turn that water on right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Attaboy. I really feel that Spencer walked away from the detention center visit with a sense of realism. Felt like the door was open, you know, a little bit. Maybe I could share with Spencer some thoughts about some stuff that he really needed to do. What's your takeaway from all this?
Kind of just learned that I need to have a little bit more family values than I used to have, really.
Family values?
I treat people well, it's just I take my family for granted and don't treat them very well.
Okay. You know, one of the things that we really butted heads with is respect.
Yeah.
And I think you've got an issue with respect, and you've even admitted you've got an issue with people in authority.
That's why I want to join the military, so I can get some morals, respect, and be able to obey authority a little bit more.
I would have to be straight up with you and just say that you're a long way away from being a Marine. I was very straightforward with him. Felt like he needed to hear the truth. You know, I think that you're kidding yourself if you think that you're going to sign up and you're magically going to become, you know, a different person. You know, make no mistake, the Marines can't do it for you. You know, you've got to do it yourself. It's got to come from right here.
Yeah.
You got a long way to go, but if you want to be a Marine, I know you can do it. But it's time for you to man up and take some responsibility of yourself. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
I'm glad. Because I know that you've got a shot here. You've got a shot to make things right, with your mom, and most of all with yourself. All right, so you've got a lot to think about, so I'm gonna let you finish the car, but I would really encourage you to use the time, just do some soul searching and think about things. All right?
All right.
All right.
The thing is, I need to get my together because if I don't, I'm not going anywhere in life. It's been nice to actually have a kind of a father figure in my life and have a male figure that's cared. He actually believes that I can do something with my life. I've never had that before. And it was just a really nice feeling to have that.
Coming up.
Hey, Jackie.
Penny confronts Jackie.
Don't sell yourself short.
And a wake-up call for Spencer.
I've always known I hurt my mom. I've just never really heard her say it.
Hey, Jackie. Hey. I was looking at Jackie's social networking sites, and I thought maybe I'd take the opportunity to tell her why she should be more careful about what she was putting on there. You know, if the kids want to be on a social network, we get access to it. Because we're responsible at this point in their lives for everything they put on here. Has your mom ever seen any of this?
I don't think I have anything like too bad on there.
I think it's really important for her parents to check up on her to make sure she's not engaging in risk-taking behaviors. This may be a little provocative, maybe.
It's not supposed to.
And that's what I'm saying. Therein lies the danger. Just a little bit, guys get all worked up. But I feel like my time with you is running out. And if I had to choose one thing to tell you, don't sell yourself short, you know?
Yeah.
This is one of the times that I feel like she was very open to what I was telling her, and I was just hoping to take the opportunity to give her guidance about her relationship with her father. Yeah, I know you say you don't get along with your dad.
Yeah.
I think you need to, at some point in your life, heal that relationship.
Yeah. What Penny was saying, I think that did have some impact on me. I mean, it bothers me. I haven't really had a good relationship with my dad for a really long time.
But if you're missing something, just don't fill it with every guy that comes along.
I was vacuuming the living room and Scott came in and told me that he wanted to go outside and talk to me.
Tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back and finish this in a minute.
So I walked out back with him and he actually had a letter for me from my mom.
I'm gonna give you some time just to look over it and read it, and I'll come back and check on you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. Spencer didn't seem excited about the letter. He was kind of quiet, kind of reserved.
My dear son, first I need you to know that you are a gift from God, which I am thankful for every day, even those days when you hate me. I don't know exactly where things went off track between the two of us, but they have gone horribly wrong, and the relationship we now have is miserable for me. Many days I do not like being in my own home with you, and some days dread that you will be in one of your nasty moods when you rage and break things. You need to contribute to our home. Chores are not a punishment or a waste of time. I love you with all my heart and soul and hope you take a deep look in how things have been and make a firm decision that will not continue to be that way. Love, Mom. Just reading that letter and hearing my mom say that she's scared to go in their own house, I just wasn't ready to read that.
Spencer definitely needed to read a letter. He couldn't run from it, he couldn't slam a door, he couldn't scream and yell. He had to sit there and read it. How did it make you feel after you read it?
I don't know, it made me pretty sad to read that, honestly. I've always known I hurt my mom, but I've just never really heard her say it.
Yeah.
I need to make a relationship with my mom again. That's really what needs to change.
How do you do that?
Start caring. Start actually putting forth some effort myself, really.
Yeah. I think for maybe the first time in a long time, he was hit with the reality that he had some responsibility in a relationship. This is an opportunity, a big opportunity to make a change, make a commitment, you know, to you and to your mother also. I would hate to see you blow it and just throw it away.
I really need to figure out what's important in my life, and I just need to change my ways.
Jackie's had some time to live under a new set of rules and try it a new way.
Got something for you.
All right.
So, yeah, it's from your parents, and let you read it and really think about what they've written and consider what they've said.
Okay. All right. Dear Jackie, the first thing I want to tell you is that your father and I love you very much, but there are some serious issues that need to be addressed. Your disrespect and horrible language will not be tolerated anymore. You need to find a healthy outlet for your anger. Shouting and cussing doesn't help it. It only hurts us. We also need you to help out more around the house. We need to spend more time together to continue to build a strong and healthy relationship with you. If we work together, I know we can accomplish these things. Can't wait to see you again. Lots of love, Mom and Dad. I definitely think that I should treat my parents with more respect and appreciate them and help out. I guess I just didn't really realize how much I hurt them. Hello.
Hey, so how was the letter?
Good.
Can you share with me what was in it?
Yeah, you can read it if you want.
Oh, you want me to read it?
If you want.
Sure. She offered to let me read the letter, and her mom and dad had expressed that some things had to change.
She says something interesting. She says if we work together, and we've done that a lot this week.
Yeah.
We've worked together. Did you see how much easier things were?
Yeah.
Working together makes you stronger. It builds your relationship too. So maybe you can use that to help build the relationship back with your parents. You're definitely capable of doing it.
Yeah.
You've done it here.
I know. My parents had said all that stuff in the letter to me before, but I think just being here and then reading the letter definitely made me think about it a little bit more than I have.
Coming up,
Hi, honey.
the Knights lay it all on the line,
I don't know if she's ready to mend her relationship with you.
and Penny makes a shocking revelation.
The last thing I told my dad was I hated him. That's vinegar and water. It's homemade mix. And then just use newspaper.
All right. When I first came here, I was not happy about doing all the work, but I think I really learned a lot.
See the big old streak up there in the top left?
There?
Yes.
Jackie came into the house very quiet. She had quite a bit of attitude, very selfish. During the course of the week, saw some glimmers of hope there that she might be attempting to change.
Is that better?
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna sit them by the trash can.
These last 5 days with Penny and Scott have been a lot different than my life at home because I'm more eager to get out of bed in the morning because I'm more excited about what's gonna happen that day.
What you and I are gonna do, we're gonna put this door back together. Spencer first came to the house. He didn't have any respect for authority. Putting the door back on symbolized that we kind of rebuilt what we had lost there at the first of the week with the loss of trust. Hey, still works.
I think your mom's on her way, so you can get all your stuff together and get ready to go.
Okay. Some things that Penny and Scott are gonna tell my parents might be a little bit shocking to them.
I guess now's the time. I think you can go get your bag packed. I think your mom's on her way to pick you up.
It's time to man up. Think about what you saw the last several days and what you've learned.
All right. I'm looking forward for my mom to meet Penny and Scott because I actually really liked them. I'd like to say, Penny, really sorry about the first couple days. Really, I'm sorry about that. You kind of just stuck through it and just gave me a chance.
Well, I appreciate the apology, and I accept it. And I really appreciate the effort you put in afterwards. And the first yes, ma'am, was worth it.
And Scott, I'd really like to say to you, I've never really had any kind of guy listen to me about anything. And I'd really like to say thank you for listening to me this last week and kind of just caring.
You're welcome. I was touched by Spencer's thank you. It was probably tough for him to do, and I think that it was very heartfelt from him.
I hope they got Jackie to do some work, and I hope it rubs off and she takes it home and helps us out there some more.
I miss Jackie a lot, and I hope that she learns to respect us a lot better.
When I walked out to greet my parents, I was excited to see them. What's up?
I was really happy when I saw Jackie because I did miss her. She doesn't show a lot of emotion. I just wish she would have showed a little more.
I'm a juvenile probation officer for a living, and Jackie got to see some things this week. You want to tell them about that?
I went to jail.
You know, she admitted that she's been in trouble before for theft in her past, and she keeps doing some of the stuff she's doing.
That's what I keep on explaining, a good education and to have goals in life. I don't want that to happen to you.
I really just think that Jackie's at a crossroads. She's been very honest, and I don't know if she's ready to mend her relationship with you. And that just makes me sad. And I've encouraged her that she needs to do that.
I'm hoping to build a better relationship with her. I'd like to do more family stuff together.
Jackie, your dad's saying he wants to spend time with you. Your life is not about just now. Your life is also about what it's going to be like when you're on this side. You know, I lost my dad, and the last thing I told my dad was I hated him. And there's nothing I can do to take that back. That still just cuts my heart in two. And I just hope that you can do your part to make your relationships right with your parents. Well, Jackie, it looks like your parents are really wanting some things to change, especially with your dad, okay?
This whole week has given me a lot to think about. When I go home, I think I might give my relationship with my dad a second chance. Bye.
I think we need to hold Jackie more accountable for her actions and just have steeper consequences than we have right now.
I really love my daughter a lot, and I really hope in the future that we have a strong relationship with each other. I'll never give up.
I believe that Jackie will be able to take what she learned and to make her relationship with her dad work.
I don't know that I can continue living the way that we've been living up until this point. It's very important to me that Spencer makes changes in his life.
Hi, honey.
It was really nice to see my mom again. I really actually did miss her, and it was just really nice to get to see her and just have everything be just good for a minute.
Hi, Jennifer. I'm Penny. I think it's important for Spencer's mom to learn to be the parent, to be the one in charge, and to be the authority figure. This week, he has seen a good example of what a man of house looks like.
It was really nice to have a father figure kind of that just really actually cared and actually cared what I really had to say.
He's just never had that. And I don't know, how do I provide that for him?
Well, you can't fill that void. What you can do is you can go back and you can help him deal with the void. I don't know if you know what we did for a living, but I'm a juvenile probation officer.
They took us to a juvenile center.
Really?
Yeah, and took all my fingerprints, and they put us in a cell, and kind of saw what it was like to see what I've avoided a few times.
How does that make you feel to see that?
It's very hard. That's one of my worst fears. Because he doesn't call and he doesn't check in. He doesn't respect.
What do you think about that, Spencer?
It makes you feel like I was just kind of blaming everyone else for everything. And I just kind of, everything that ever happened to me, I just kind of took it on you, and I feel really bad for that. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm gonna start doing more stuff around the house and actually helping you out. There's not gonna be any more yelling anymore. There really won't be. I really do think I have a newfound appreciation for my mom. I think I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna respect her a lot more than I used to.
Oh, you're very welcome.
They just have consequences for behaviors and they enforce them. So now I'm going to be not afraid of putting my foot down and enforcing the rules.
The experience has been more than I imagined. It's been intense, and it's been rewarding for me, too.
I think what I would miss most about Spencer is his heart. He had a good heart.
I'm just ready to go home. It was nice to see you again, too.
I am your biggest fan, and I always will be.